You're crazy.
I love that part. All right. So, Nettie did some research on an amazing topic. We are going to be covering the men in black. So excited. She did say
was scared.
Yep, she was scared. She didn't want to come
I was
under her
scared.
door.
Mm-mm.
So let's get up here. We have Nomadic Hippie who's out shooting video and was hoping that we used a Will Smith song. Unfortunately, we didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
We have Donald. It is a beautiful day. The weather is gorgeous out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Donald says Men in Black is based on different facts that happened after the World War II under President Harry Truman. Donald is very smart. All right. Hippie's back just in time. We have Tommy Travels. We have James Katniss. And that is a NTOB raid, Nursing Our Travel Bug. Oops, I said the letters wrong. Anyway, Nursing Our Travel Bug raid. Our epic RV adventure. Hello, hello. Happy Place Camping. Shanna Craft. Lucky Dog Productions moderator Sue. Thank you for coming in. Oop. I skipped some. Okay, we have Living Like Larry. Hello and welcome. Nursing Our Travel Bug. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Kurt Ward. Hello, hello. I think I've gotten everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize, but I think I've got you all. And, all right. I think someone shared us out too. Let me check and see who that was. Tommy Travels, thank you for sharing the video out. We appreciate that so much. If you haven't yet, drop down and hit that subscribe button and the bell to remind you. Well, never mind. Just hit the bell and the subscribe button and the like if you don't mind. Maggie is here. Hello, hello. All right. I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to get into the video. Dun, dun, dun.
Here we go. Lock your doors.
Lock your doors because they may come for you. All right. In all of their different incarnations, the men in black usually have one main purpose: to muzzle witnesses of strange paranormal phenomena. Dun, dun, dun. A little bit crazy.
It's possible that the story of the men in black, the mysterious figures that would become the subjects of fascinations in UFO conspiracy circles and eventually break into mainstream popular culture, can be traced back to one day, June 21st, 1947.
We have Fantastic Travels in the house. Hello and welcome. And we have a little bit crazy. All right. Dun, dun, dun. It's quite possible that it all started with a man, a boy, and a dog on a boat. What?
Got Linda Barker. Hello, Linda.
Yes, hello, Linda. Encounter 1. Harold Dale, June 1947, Puget Sound, Washington. Hey, Mansion Mom. Welcome to the chat. All right.
In the summer of 1947, off the coast of Murray Island in South Puget Sound, a man named Harold Dahl was out on his boat with his son, Christopher, their dog, and 2 workers.
Harold collected logs floating in the sound and resold them to lumber mills. Has anybody in the chat, or Nettie, have you ever watched like the history of how they got logs down the river and stuff, how they connected them together back in the old days? Anybody watch that?
I've watched some shows where they were talking about logging, like logging shows, but not way back in the day.
Way back in the day, they would like travel them down the Mississippi River by tying them together and making them like their own rafts, but they had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And they would somehow manage to get that down the river, and they'd walk across it. There were so many lives lost from doing it, but it's a really interesting thing. If you've never seen it, you should look it up sometime because it's really, really interesting.
Wow.
Fantastic Travel says it's crazy how they used to do it. Yes, definitely. All right.
According to Dahl, on June 21st at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 unidentified flying objects appeared in the sky above his boat.
What are you more scared of, aliens or ghosts?
I would think both, but probably aliens.
Yeah, I think I'd be more scared of aliens. I think they're more intelligent than ghosts.
Well, because they want to do a lot of crap to your body when they capture you.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Over here in the comments, we have lots of men died. That's talking about the river. Mm-hmm. And then Mansion Mom, they live right by the river and know a lot of the history from back and then. And she said they used a huge rope that swelled in the river, keeping the logs together. Interesting. Our epic. Been working with people from other planets for years. Not a big deal, but they are strange. Fantastic. I'm not scared of either, but if I have to pick one, it would be aliens.
Yeah.
Nursing Our Travel Bug said aliens. Ghosts can't hurt you. Hippie says ghosts are not that bright. Tommy, I went to a place called Forest History Museum in northern Minnesota. It shows how they did that, and then there's a logging town to go through as well. Well, that's really cool.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Little Bit says, as of today, they still drag logs like that down some of the rivers.
Oh, wow.
Linda prefers to avoid both ghosts and aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Can't imagine being probed by a ghost.
No.
Alrighty. Like, seriously, imagine being in that boat and that when you look up. I'd be like, no, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Thought it would scare me way worse than looking up and seeing some ghost. Little aliens with big brains. Suddenly, a white metal lava-like substance exploded from the spacecraft. It showered the boat with fire and debris. Dun, dun.
Doll's dog, that's hard to say, died instantly. Charles received burns to his arm. Doll ran his ship aground, and the boat's passengers made a run for nearby cliffs seeking shelter from the firestorm.
We have Angela, Thrifty Angela here. We have Linda Barker ask what year that was. I've already forgotten.
Let's say 1947.
Yeah, I think you're right. 1947. I think that's what you said. Mansion Mom says, we have way too much fun with our supernatural visitors. They know they have to behave. Yeah, I think Mansion Mom has some fun little ghost friends. All right. You read this, right?
Yeah.
Nah. Something like that's happening. I'm going to dive off the boat and swim. See if I can get away. As quickly as they'd come, the UFOs vanished. But a new chapter in American history was born, the UFO craze.
By 6:30 a.m. the next morning, a man in black stood outside Doll's front door, threatening his family's welfare if Doll spoke a word about the strange events. In little more than 24 hours, two pulp culture phenomenon sprung to life: flying saucers and men in black. But the story doesn't end there. You're muted, BB.
They show up at my door. I'm not home.
Right.
Oh, they do. They're intimidating looking, and they look like aliens themselves. These do not look human. They look like aliens.
Yeah.
In July 1947, two Army A2 intelligence officers came to investigate. Fantastic Travel said, not home, right?
No.
My door is closed. I am not here. Hey, daydream about nice things.
Hey, Gary. After leaving in their B-25 the next day, 30 minutes into the flight, the B-25 unexpectedly caught on fire, crashing east of Kelso, Washington. Some newspapers reported it was shot down by a .20 mm cannon.
This is the benefit all you RVers have. Key in the ignition, and I'm driving away in my home.
Yep.
Then a black show up to your house and just drive away. Donald said when Harry Truman was in the White House, he ordered a cover-up of anyone seeing or making a report. He had the military cover up facts to the public. Speaking of aliens, Daydream shows up. That's funny. Air Force Day, marred as B-25 crashes here. Wreckage of Army bomber on Gobble Creek.
Yeah.
What we do know is that Davidson and Brown became the first two fatalities in Air Force history. August 1st, 1947 marked the day the Air Force officially separated from the Army, becoming its own military branch. Hey, Jerry Holly. Hey, Full-Time Dream.
Then June 21st sighting at Maury Island happened just 3 days before pilot Kenneth Arnold's famous sighting of 9 flying discs over Mount Rainier, and 2 weeks before the Army reported of a crashed UFO outside Roswell, New Mexico.
Of course, right in Roswell.
Yep.
Anything alien related comes from Roswell. The Roswell story was retracted just 3 hours after being announced.
Dum dum dum.
Oh man, I went back. Hold on. Gotta go a little further, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. If I click on the top screen, because there's 2 screens, if I press pause on the top one, it sometimes clicks me all the way back. Need to always use the bottom one, bottom screen.
Okay, we're caught up.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region. Claims Army is stacking court martials. All right. Nomadic Hippie says, I'm so confused. Don't be confused, Hippie. Encounter number 2. Robert Richardson, 1967, Toledo, Ohio.
In 1967, Robert Richardson of Toledo, Ohio, struck an unknown object with his car. The object immediately vanished, but left one small piece of evidence. An anomalous lump of metal.
Hey, Ryan with K&R Destinations. Nomadic
Ryan.
Hippie. I am flying sulfurs. Hey, we all know I've never said that I was good at English. Daydream says, hey, everybody, please hit that like button. I just cleaned it. Oh, and I spit shined it too. Kyle's driving. Well, hello, Kyle. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
When Richardson sent the medal to APRO, Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization. Did you see all those big words I just did? Let me do them again. Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization. He soon found himself the center of unwanted attention. 2 MIB agents driving a black Cadillac turned up on his doorstep. Uh-oh.
You're in trouble.
Don't answer your door.
Mm-mm. The men did not show him identification, and Richardson did not ask to see any. Their smart black suits were enough to imply that they were authority figures.
If he says, show off. Mayor Gary, I'm going to need you to sanitize the button, please. Daydream said, I try not to say words that I can't spell. I have a small word list. I try to say the big words just because sometimes it's really fun to mess them up. See what I can make up. Full-time Dream said, Men in Black. Mickey's giggling. I'm telling you, I don't know why that does not look human. You tell me that shows up at your door and you're going to open the door to it thinking that that's human? No.
They probably don't need you to open the door. They'll just come right through the door.
I'm going to find my way out the back door while they're trying to come in through the front door. Right. Like a man. That looks like an alien trying to disguise itself as a man. And ain't no telling what they're going to be probing with.
Oh. Right.
I said, scary. Dream said that.
It better not be a horse.
It better not be a horse. Oh man, do I have a new horse video, but I think I might get banned from YouTube. Maggie says, definitely not human. Full-time Dream says, looks like the Blues Brothers. Donald, I love the humor on Sunday nights. Maggie said, probe. Shouldn't fly things under the influence of drugs, alcohol, and sadness. Welcome to the chat, James.
Yes.
That is a new name in our chat. So welcome. KNR says, is that a giant roach in a human suit? Linda says, very creepy. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, no, I'm jumping out the back door. Is it my turn or your turn? I don't remember.
Oh, I think it's mine because you said some big words.
Okay.
It was not until the two men had left that Richardson began to think the meeting suspicious. He had told nobody about his experience other than his wife and the researchers at APRO.
And then you got the
alien. They just showed up on his door.
Yeah. He ain't told nobody about it, and the alien-looking men show up at his door. Maggie says, hi, new James. Linda Barker says, they could be playing mind games.
Yeah.
Furthermore, the Cadillac, which was a 1953 model, but appeared to be in mint condition as if brand new, was marked with unregistered plates. That is weird. That is weird that like the fancy guys show up driving a Cadillac. It's weird.
Right. And for it being a 1953 model, and this happened in 1967 for the Encounter 2.
Yeah, that's weird. Nursing Our Travel Bug says, here come the men in black that won't let you remember. think that's yours.
1 week later, 2 more men in black suits came to his door. This time, they asked him to hand over the metal artifact.
They must have gone to Men's Warehouse. Like the way they look, I guarantee it.
Guaranteed.
There must be money in alien hunting. Insert creepy music. I'm telling you, aliens are more scary. They got the probe. They're smarter. When Richardson told them that he had sent it to be analyzed, they said that he had better get it back and threatened to harm his wife if he did not. Dun, dun, dun.
He's like, okay, as long as you don't hurt me, we're good.
Do what you want with her. Leave me alone. Our epic says the only Cadillacs used by the U.S. government are for elected officials and high-level bureaucrats. Interesting.
Oh. Yeah.
Linda Barker says Sherry would definitely be turning the key. She's out of there.
Mm-hmm. Richardson never did hand over the medal, but his wife was never harmed. A gimmick, I'm sure, went over without incident in their marriage.
The wife's like, stop looking for this stuff. You got men, aliens showing up at our door.
Yeah.
The second set of MIB agents to speak to Richardson have been described as foreign, as have many MIB officers.
They are quite typical olive skin, or possibly wearing makeup, and have an Asian or perhaps Native American features.
So they're olive skin, possibly wearing makeup, have an Asian or Native American features. So what if they have like a mixture of all of those things? Because the aliens messed up and they were like, look, we want these people to think we're them. So we're just going to take a little bit of each type of person and put it into our little disguise.
Yeah.
You know, like if you think about it, if they wanted to look like you, they'd have to, they don't know if you're going to be Caucasian, Native American, Asian. So they just put a little of everything into them. That's my guess.
They can have one eye bigger than the other eye.
Yeah. Eyeballs coming out the back of their head. Who knows?
Yeah.
Our says everyone else in governments gets the crap cars, the Dodge cars. Daydream says, I know what the metal piece was. It was the early form of SD cards. This was Google in its earliest forms of life. Shakatan. I think this is Shakatan because it says Shakotang. I'm not sure. You could be Shakotang, not Shakatan. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But Shak says, olive skin for the win. I just seen that. I guess that makes them aliens. Full-time Dream says, sounds like MA makeup tutorial video. Oh yeah, we could do a makeup tutorial video where I make myself Asian and Native American and white, and I put an eye in the back of my head and I become the Men in Black. Sounds like a plan. I still say those pictures, every picture of Men in Black, they do not look human. Perhaps the strangest thing about the Men in Black would seem to be that their intimidation tactics rarely work. Well, I mean, they look a little strange. They don't exactly look scary. This one's yours. Oh, we lost Nettie. Hopefully she comes back in. The Men in Black came in and took her out. Guys, if I disappear, it's the Men in Black. Oh, she's popping back in. Can she connect? I'm gonna have to wait till I see her. Otherwise, it could be the Men in Black that took over her screen. Oh, man. Oh, she's back. Nothing like aliens and humans.
That scared me.
The Men in Black took you out. All right, this one's yours.
Okay. Quite the opposite. In fact, many witnesses of UFO-related phenomenon have come forward and shared their stories despite warnings by the MIB, and would seem to have been urged by feelings of
defiance. Uh-oh. Aliens are trying to take Queen Mother, says KNR. Did it skip to the next one or no? Is this the one you just read?
No, I didn't read this one.
Okay. What's more, they are also able to add their MIB encounter to the story, convinced that the government is trying to cover up some dark secret. If they are, this would seem to be an ineffective way of doing so. I think they're just trying to let people know, hey, we're here.
Right. Their failure to follow up on their threats is almost... They got blurry on me.
Almost universal. So it's still blurry?
Yeah, I got it now. And they rarely exercise the powers we know the account U.S. government has at their command.
All right. I met Tommy Lee Jones at military hospital I was in. He was very down to earth. He talked about the movies he made, and many people asked him about the Men in Black movies. Shako Tang, reel it back just a little. We don't need to talk about labias. Thank you for being here, though. James says, I hand a gray suit instead of wearing a black one. Yeah. I think many people stopped wearing black suits when the Men in Black were most prevalent. Where do you keep your black suits and flashing pens, our epic RV adventure? That's funny. Shakaton, just not on Sunday nights. We'll have some Friday night ones if that's okay. Shakotang. Prudish History Channel. Not all the time. This has caused some to claim that the MIB are in fact an anti-government organization and that they use reverse psychology to encourage people to publicize their UFO encounters and further accuse the U.S. government of orchestrating a cover-up. Okay, fair enough. Thanks, Shock. Thank you. Alrighty, yours. You still there, Nettie? think we got a frozen Nettie. All right. Other theories, however, claim that an alien force is behind. Sorry, I'm watching a million things. That an alien force is behind the MIB, even that MIB agents may be aliens in human form. This would certainly explain a thing or two, the MIB's poor understanding of human interaction. Encounter number 3, Jack Robinson, 1968, New Jersey. Did you really type it again? Shock. Come on. We agreed. You agreed. All right, I got to get through reading this or I'm going to run out of time. All right, here we go. Jack Robinson, 1968, New Jersey. Robinson was a UFO researcher who reported that his apartment was rummaged through and there would be a man in a black suit and hat who would constantly be standing outside of his apartment. Dun, dun, dun. The couple's friend, Timothy Green Beckley, managed to snap a photo of the man in black as he was waiting outside. There's the man in black. Creepy. Encounter number 4. Dr. Herbert Hopkins, September 11th, 1976, in Maine. Dr. Herbert Hopkins was working on a UFO teleportation case in the state of Maine in September of 1976. Nomadic Hippie said, looks like the photo from Mothman. And everybody hang on to your seats. I think the men in black are returning Nettie to us. And she's back.
I'm back.
She's back. She's back. All right, this next one's going to be yours.
Okay.
Dr.
Hubert Hopkins, is that the one? Okay, the next one. I see it.
Are you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Are you able to see this one?
Okay. Yeah, I see it. One evening, as he sat at home alone, his phone rang. His wife and children had just left shortly before.
When he answered the phone, he was greeted by a man that identified himself as the vice president of the New Jersey UFO organization. He wondered if he might meet with him at his home that evening to discuss the current case Dr. Hopkins had been working on. How do you know I'm working on something? And no, thank you. I don't know what that was. The men in black are messing with our computers, guys. It's happening. All right. What's yours, Nettie?
Okay. I'm waiting for it.
Hey, my butts adventures. Thank you for coming in. I haven't seen you in a little bit. We were over at Tommy's and I met my butts. So if you can visit them too.
Yeah.
You think I skipped one?
Yeah, I think you skipped one, BB.
Let me go back and look. One evening.
The next one.
Next one.
No, go forward.
I'm on. When he answered the phone, he was greeted by a man. I read that one. Let me go to the next one.
That's the one you read. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So Dr. Hopkins agreed and hung up the phone. As he moved to the door to turn on the light so his visitor might see his way in, he was startled to find the man already there and waiting.
Hey, what? As he moved to the door to turn the light on so the visitor might see his way in, he was startled to find the man already there. Nah. That means I can't get out the back door quick enough when they come visit. We got a problem. Now remember, this is 1976. So how could this man have gotten from what were then landline phones? Maggie said cell phones. Yeah, this is saying no, this is 1976. They didn't have cell phones yet.
Mm-mm. And he just got off the phone with them, so how did he end up on his door?
Yeah, that's weird.
Dr. Hopkins wondered this himself as he reflected on the visit later. So Dr. Hopkins went to a man that was nicely pressed black suit and hat, white shirt and gray gloves.
I'm going to read that one more time because you were breaking up. So I'm going to read this one more time. Okay. It says Dr. Hopkins wondered this himself as he reflected on the visit later. So Dr. Hopkins opens the door to a man that was dressed in a nicely pressed black suit and hat, white shirt, and gray gloves. Maggie said, I thought they had car phones at that time. You know, I was in high school by the time they got car phones. And they were like the big, chunky car phones. And that was before I was born, that 1976 one. So I don't think they had cell phones then. My butt says, yes, BB3, we met on Brother Tommy Travels. Yes, we did. It was very nice to meet you. If anybody doesn't have my butts, go check them out. They are very loyal. K&R says, I totally see a flashy thingy incident about to happen. We're all about to get flashed with the pin. You want to try reading that one?
Yeah. The man in black had white skin and bright red lips. When he removed his hat, Dr. Hopkins was shocked to notice that the man was not just bald. He had no hair anywhere. No eyebrows, no eyelashes. As the meeting went on, things got a little bit more particular.
Okay, see, that's strange. I knew they looked weird. They ain't got no eyebrows, no eyelashes. They got big red, bright red lips. Alien. That is so creepy. That is not human.
Oh, yeah.
That is something trying to be human. That is not human. This man in black rubbed his mouth with his gloves, revealing that his bright red lips were indeed lipstick. What? Horrific. It sounds like they were involved in a meth lab accident. Or something. I mean, like, you know those wax red lips that you could get at like the candy store? You like the men in black are running around with those as their lips. That's what I imagine. Daydream says, okay, I just spit shine the like button again, so please hit that before you leave. Thank you. He looks sad, probably homesick. Yeah, his other planet's pretty far away from Earth.
Yeah.
There we go.
He told Dr. Hopkins that he had two coins in his pocket, which the doctor did. He asked him to remove one of them. Then he asked him to place the coin in his hand and watch it and nothing else.
Be like, how do you know I got 2 coins in my pocket? Why are you looking down there in my pockets? Stop that. I've hit that button twice already. As the doctor watched it, the coin began to blur and disappear. Neither you nor anyone else will see that coin again, the peculiar man in black said. They spoke for a bit longer, and Dr. Hopkins noticed that his visitor's speech began to lag and slow down. Dun, dun, dun.
He became hurried yet unsteady and stated that my energy is running low. The man uneasily and staggered a bit let himself out the door. He walked into what the doctor described as a bright blue lamp, although he did not see him arrive in any vehicle earlier.
Maggie, you said his battery's drained. Is it a fake person with batteries? Because if that's true, I bet we can make a lot of single people happy and just get them a man in black doll. I'm just saying.
It's got lipstick.
I mean, that doesn't sound so bad if we can hook them up with all the single people out there. Maybe they're just lonely. That's why they keep visiting people.
Yeah.
Tommy says the visual of 2 men in black in their cars applying bubblegum lip smacker before approaching a home is hilarious. Maggie, true. The batteries only last so long. Oh, man. He never heard from or saw the mysterious man in black again. He was so startled by the event of that evening that he complied with his strange visitor's request, which was to destroy all the research on the current investigation of the UFOs and never again look into the subject. More power. We all know where my brain just went. Backing on up. All right. Lucky Dog says lipstick and lips. Maggie's giggling. More power. Gonna need some. What are those batteries with the
Energizer?
Yeah, we're gonna need some Energizer batteries. Rechargeable ones at that.
That's the doctor and his drawing.
Yeah, that's creepy. And it's not like it's like weird, strange, mentally ill people or drug addicts or anything. This is a doctor coming forward and saying, like, hey, by the way, this happened. You know? Not that... Let me PC that up for a minute. Not that mentally ill people are crazy or anything like that, but usually if something like this were to happen, you would try to eliminate all other factors, you know? And this is a highly respected man coming forward and saying this happened. So it's kind of weird. Tommy Travels, hilarious and scary. Are the men in black doing probing now too? Our epic, you're probably closer to the men in black than we are with your military history, you know. Encounters. Dan Aykroyd. Sorry, my phone keeps going off, everyone. Encounter 5, Dan Aykroyd, January 2002 in New York. Now, he's a bit off. He's not no doctor. RFX said, murder mystery on a history. No comment. Tiffy, I was happy you cleared that up because of my mental illness. I was feeling you were picking on me. It's amazing how easily you can feel picked on sometimes. It's okay, Hippie, you're perfect. So is Kat.
Oh yeah, most definitely. In January 2002, Aykroyd sold a series to the Sci-Fi Channel called Out There, which would break series ground revolving around topics like UFOs, crop circles, and alien abductions.
It's another thing that freaks me out is the crop circles. I mean, like, anybody could potentially put a crop circle in, but there's been some that are so big there's no way it popped up overnight. You know what I mean? It would take too many hours to do it in a night. That I don't understand.
Oh yeah.
On a break during interviews for the upcoming show, he stepped outside and saw a black Ford sedan with a man in black standing outside it. He looked away for a brief moment, and when he looked back, the car was gone. Dun, dun, dun. Well, now that we're doing this story, I expect to meet me a man in black.
You probably will. 2 hours after the car disappeared, Dan was given bad news from the producers, he said. We were told not to continue taping and that the show was canceled and none of them would air.
Insert creepy music. Dan Aykroyd bought his suits for the Blues Brothers from the Men in Black. Allegedly. Hippie, I have a manscaping cropping tool. I've tried to make circles once. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Encounter 6. Shane Sovar, October 14th, 2008, Niagara Falls. Perhaps the most interesting encounter with the Men in Black was reported by Shane Sovar on October 14th, 2008.
Hotel manager Shane Sovar and a security guard reported seeing a large triangular UFO outside the building.
A group called the Aerial Phenomenon Investigations Team looked into the incident. They, along with 3 other witnesses, reported that a couple weeks later, 2 unidentified men in black visited the hotel. Tommy. Nomadic hippie. Speaking of things that pop overnight. Oh boy.
The men in black terrified the hotel staff and were looking for Sovar and the hotel guard.
Yeah. Sovar kept running from hotel room to hotel room. You can't find me. Daydream said, gotta run. Love you all. Love you, Daydream.
Bye, Gary.
Hey, honey and me. Thanks for making it in. Have a great evening, nursing our travel bug. Luckily, Sovar and the guard were not at the hotel at the time. However, cameras caught the men in black on the hotel security footage. Uh-oh.
Woo.
That's just creepy that throughout history they've all dressed exactly the same, carried the same kind of briefcase. It's just creepy.
Right. What's in their briefcase?
The light. And their extra batteries, apparently.
And their lipstick.
And their lipstick. That's true. This one's yours.
Sovar said the hotel guests described the men as tall, with black suits, identical faces, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, and extremely pale skin.
It's because it's not a live skin. It's fake skin. And it's something that an alien slapped over their face.
It's
weird.
Stretchy.
Yeah.
Armstrong skin. Remember Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah. Linda Barker said, that's weird style for 2008. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So, who are the men in black? Are they aliens? Are they government agencies trying to cover something up? We may never know the truth, and for now, it remains unsolved.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Those are creepy. That is exactly what that is. Those are skin suits, people. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Y'all ever heard me say allegedly so much in a story? Ever? Don't come find me, men in black. This is all alleged. They're so creepy looking. So creepy looking.
Yeah.
And why are they all wearing fedoras? You know why? Because under that hat, there's nothing up there. It's like open and you can see in. And there's a little alien guy controlling the body. He's sitting in a little chair controlling the body. Tiffy says, things always come back into style. Bell bottoms, tie-dye, soon black suits. Yeah, but these are not. These are like very old-fashioned briefcases. Like nobody carried a briefcase like that in 2008. Except for the men in black. Honey says, looks like mannequins. Very, very true. Maggie said, my dad wore that hat in my childhood. You know, my nephew wore one. He wore a hat like that, the fedora, and he also wore a bow tie. He was a little different in the sense that, like, he had his own style. So, but the briefcase is way, way timed out. So, well, thank you, Nettie. This is very, very interesting, and I definitely think we should do more on it. I definitely. Wow. We should just see if we can get them to come to my house. We'll catch them on my Ring doorbell. Ivy says, the men in black in Florida and Hawaii dress very similar to that, except the pants are surf shorts. They show up dressed like that with the surf shorts. Funny. Donald, please look into the case of Martha Mansfield, an actress set on fire in a movie studio, November 30th, 1923. I think I've actually read up on that. Maggie said, excellent work, MelNettie. It is very, very good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy Place said, fun stream, guys. This was a great stream. I really, really enjoyed myself. Nettie, you did great with this.
Thank you.
We will be back next Sunday. Nettie, do you have a premiere coming tomorrow?
Yes, I do. I have one coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
All right. And
Central.
Nettie's link is in the description of this video. So if you don't have her yet, go click on that. And she'll have a premiere going on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. With that being said, thank you everybody for coming. As we always say, Sundays are my favorite. I'm wishing you all much kindness and much love.
Sending love your way. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.